Hello and welcome back to Democracy 3, where we just ended our quarter and now confronted with this new quarterly report. Health is still increasing while crime is dropping. Long-term effects of all the changes we did in the last few episodes are being, are taking their effect. The effects are taking their effect, yeah. The antisocial behavior situation is at an end. Wow, that's great. And there's the urgent question whether or not we want to allow fracking. And now, you may or may not know this, but I actually studied chemistry, so I know for a fact that fracking is really, really bad for not only the environment, but also the local populace, and basically the only thing it's doing is earning someone money in the short term while costing the society as a whole huge amounts in the near future, actually, as opposed to nuclear power, which has like this severely bad but hard to contemplate long-term effects. Fracking is bad in the short term already, and still I don't really understand why it's allowed in some countries, and personally I would never allow it, so I'm going to ban it. Our credit rating is worryingly just B. Yeah, we really need to fix this, but we're going to. No problem there. Our surplus, holy shit, there's a surplus. Isn't that grand? It's 700 million bucks. That's a lot, isn't it? No, it's not. Yeah. We do have a surplus though. I'm glad. I mean, just approaching 4 trillion in debt here, and we now have a surplus of 700 million. So it's going to take us like 1,000 quarters. Well, okay, calculating it like this. 1,000 quarters, that means 250 years to earn 700 trillion, but our debt, 700 billion, I'm sorry, 768 billion to be exact, in 250 years. So our debt is like 5 times that. So in only 1,250 years, we would be getting rid of our debt, and our credit rating might even improve, decreasing our interest rate, which could increase the rate. Maybe we could pay it back in like 1,000 years already. So maybe the 700 million is still not enough. We will have to see. Our economy is now really uncompetitive. Productivity is good, but corporation tax is hurting. So we were nearing the stop trigger a little bit, but then I incorporated higher corporation taxes at this point, and since then it's obviously increasing. So can we do something for the productivity? Now, the work safety law was kind of bad, but productivity is kind of increasing more or less because health is getting better. Alcohol consumption, okay. Drug addiction. Let's look into drug addiction. Okay, yeah, the health services are helping. We are below the start trigger now, but we need to go below the stop trigger, of course. So that's quite a lot harder to do. Well, the drugs are outlawed, so there's nothing more I can do in that regard. I can increase police spending, but increasing spending right now, it's not really what I am about. 30 political capital. Sounds like a lot, and it really is. It should go a long way, but in what direction will we go? Implement new policies, financial data, Opinion polls. Oh, let's look at those actually. Thanks. So retired people dropped. Patriots are dropping and dropping. State employees were increasing, now they are lower again. Poor people like me more. Conservatives really like me. Interesting. I didn't think of myself as conservative, but socialists like me, okay. Farmers haven't changed a whole lot. Ethnic minorities did change in the beginning when we did those anti-discrimination laws. You can see it here. It's this one. Commuters actually like me. Self-employed people, no, not too much, but it's still okay. So interesting. What? So some of the patriots and the retired people are complacent. Okay, I'm not sure what the effect would be of that, but it's interesting. So everyone together, my popularity overall with everyone is the green one. I just pointed at it with my finger, holy shit. Yeah, the dark green one, currently highlighted there, is increasing slowly but surely. We are still a long way from being re-elected, I guess, but it is what it is. Focus group. Okay. Uh-huh. I didn't really understand this screen. I mean, it's my own party, I guess, and they are influenced by these groups, and this is the opinion in the respective groups, and I can look at other groups. Oh yeah, conservative, none. So where's the the name? Okay. Oh, so I can like look at individual people here, I guess. Weird. Why would I want to do that? That's like, holy shit, that level of detail. Why would I want to care about single people like that? Or, well, they are groups of people, I guess, but still. Uh-huh. This is the popularity of all our actions. So, popularity of our taxes is not that high. Private prisons are unpopular. So, they are costing me money. It allows prisons to be privately owned, which is costing me money. Can I completely cancel this? Okay. But shouldn't we now have more crime problems, now that there are no more private prisons? I mean, let's look at crime. So, prisons. Basic provision. 16 billion a quarter. I could raise my spending on prisons for some re-education. And that would go a little bit toward dropping crime even further. Conservatives like it. State employees like it. It's helping with the unemployment. But it's also 7.1 billion a quarter. Well, is that worth it? Not sure. What about the death penalty? So, mass murderers only. Okay. Holy shit, that's expensive. Expensive in political capital, that is. So, changing that is going to be hard. What have we here? Prisoner tagging. Oh yeah, those are the gated communities. I'm indifferent toward them. Okay, so basically they are allowed or what? Not sure. The wealthy really like it, the conservatives do. Well, it is decreasing liberalism, but the negative effects overall. Okay, the equality minus 6%. That's actually... Sales tax is worse. Technology colleges actually. So, all the private stuff. All the things that should be paid by the state, I guess, if they are paid by private corporations, that's hurting equality. Interesting. The luxury goods tax is helping, so equality is obviously increasing right now because the effect is not yet fully there. Far from it, actually. So if I cancel gated communities, that's expensive though. What can I do with them? Oh, I can discourage or encourage them. Okay. So I can change these effects here. Spending 4 of my political capital, and it's taking a long while, but it's not costing money. So that's an interesting way to not cost me money, but have some effect. Not sure if I want it though. Border controls. I'm thinking, is this the immigration? Yeah. So let's look at immigration. What are positive effects of immigration? Because immigration is actually decreasing. It could help with the GDP if it were higher. Wages go down. The skills shortage goes down when immigration goes up. So really, I do want immigration to go up. So border controls, biometric checks. Oh yeah, that's expensive too. So I could cut spending in this to like passport checks for all people, mandatory passport checks. I think that's still a lot of control actually. Ethnic minorities are disliking it less. Immigration is decreasing less. Liberals are disliking it less, but patriots are liking it less. Okay, so tourism is also increasing, which should be good for the economy, right? So I have 27 capital. 13 of that would be spent, and I'd earn like 1.5 billion per quarter. Okay, let's apply those changes. And that should be my turn. I want to take some of my political capital to the next turn. Yep. And we now have surplus. An actual several billion surplus. The vigilante mobs we got rid of. The obesity we got rid of. Unemployment is rising though. That's obviously not good. But 41, holy shit, 41%. You're in the middle of your term, and the current size of the Green Party is 3 million. The opposition party has more members than us. Okay. Credit rating is bad. Loyalty of ministers is not that good. Human Rights Society says it actively encourages its members to oppose the government. All right. Freedom of information. Okay, this is interesting. Calls for a law to increase the availability of information held on databases about citizens without their knowledge. The records held by private medical companies, insurance companies, debt collection agencies, the government departments. Okay. It's essential that we have this law passed, as it is one of the checks and balances requires in any truly free society. Or I can reject the proposal. Nobody likes the idea of the government holding information about them, but in some circumstances it needs to be done. No, I think it should be possible for people to gain information about what information is held about them by third parties. So I guess I propose it. Now let's look at unemployment, because we really need to tackle unemployment because it is about to become a real problem. Aren't unemployed like a group of voters? I guess not. I don't see them. Okay, where's unemployment? Those are old people. That's not unemployed. Where are the unemployed? Damn it. Where could they hide? Damn. Okay, easy. So I look at some kind of government spending and I'm at unemployment. Alright, what can I do about unemployment? Military spending, yeah, I could spend money to hire them, but that's not really what I'm about to do here. Technology. Okay, the GDP is leading to a... Holy shit, it's low. It's increasing unemployment by 70%. What can I do about it? The skills shortage. We ended that though, so that should be decreasing maybe. Yeah. Science funding. I could cut taxes, but we did have a money problem, and cutting the taxes right now should probably hurt. International trade. That could be something. Maybe we can do something about that. Foreign relations. Our currency strength, our productivity. Yeah, foreign relations. So, okay, we appointed the wrong UN ambassador, I guess. Foreign aid. So I could spend some in foreign aid to increase my foreign relations. How big would the effect be? Oh, really big actually. Let's revert. So I'm currently spending 16.5. If I go to 21.5, foreign relations are increased by like 5%. Patriots don't like it. I mean, yeah, I'm giving good American money away, right? So liberals and socialists like it though. Ethnic minorities do like it as well. It's not that much political capital, but is this worth it? So why won't I want to do this again? Foreign relations to help with international trade, right? And that again is going to help our GDP. Yeah, I do think I want to do this. Not sure if it's worth it. Like, I want to increase our GDP to increase our income, but right now I'm decreasing our income by 5 billion a quarter. So our GDP has to increase a little bit to get us that much money. I mean, there's some taxes dependent on the GDP. They could really rise in income for us, like income tax and stuff. So I think I'm trying this. More foreign aid. Yeah. Let's actually look at the cabinet. How much can I... Oh, I can only go up to 36 maximum. So looking at our cabinet right now, I really do think I need to reshuffle it. So, alright. All my ministers were sacked. A foreign affairs minister. Alright. So, is there someone like... She is really inexperienced, but other than that, really loyal, so a lot of political capital to be had. She would do the job, gladly. Less loyal though. So who do I really want to hire? So I want Mildred Coleman here for either transport, law and order or economy for 4.6. So transport, law and order or economy. This is also economy, tax, public services. So I also want this one. Also economy and foreign policy and welfare. So one of those three goes to economy, I guess. Or she goes to economy. She would do it. Welfare, transport. Transport, public services, foreign policy. So I think he was the only one of the ones that are above 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 people are giving me above 4 political power. How many people do I need? 7. Okay, so who are the next best thing? Which ones? So Edward Mitchell with 3.7 is interesting. Jeffrey Price 3.7. Is there someone higher than that? No. So I want to hire those two as well for maximum political capital per turn. I guess I need to take notes on this. Maybe I will do a cut here and really think this through and tell you how I want to do it afterwards. Okay, I solved my problem. I created a table with the 7 departments and I just wrote down all the people who are actually giving me a lot of political power and want to work in the departments, and figured out the one combination where I use the most experienced people for the jobs, gaining me a lot of political power. So let's start with foreign policy and hire someone for that. And it's going to be Bobby Long here. Bobby is my new foreign policy minister. Now let's hire someone for welfare. For welfare, I'm going with Carol here. Now, that's actually... I started choosing another department where less people were available, and it was like a domino effect. I was suddenly forced to take a special combination of the people because there was no one else available suddenly for several of the departments in succession. So it was really not that hard to choose once I had started with somewhere. Now for economy, the Minister of Industry is going to be a guy named Howard. Howard Cox here is going to be our new Minister for Industry. Now our Chancellor, now that sounds really important actually. Our Chancellor is going to be the worst guy I'm about to hire, I think. Yes, Edward Mitchell. But parents and patriots like him. He's experienced, but he's only giving us 3.7 political capital. He's going to be the only one below 4 actually. Public services is going to be going to a gal named Judith here, Judith Lewis. And law and order, I'm going to give to Mildred. Not Mildred Alexander, though. I'm going to give it to the good Mildred. Mildred Coleman. And transport, finally, is going to be Judy. Judy Nelson, right here. Farmers and environmentalists, yeah. So that's that. Now I get 30 capital per turn. Currently I have 15 available. My maximum is still 36. So I need to spend this unless I want to waste my potential. Okay, so spending 15, or at least some of the 15. I will have to look into that. Food Standards Agency. It's good for health, bad for farmers. Okay. Well, it's costing us $1 billion a quarter. It's cheap to change. Expensive to cancel, though. It's popular. I mean, who wants to eat bad food, right? And in my opinion, the food should be as good as it possibly can, even if it costs you 499 more million bucks a month, a quarter, not a month. So yeah, I'm going to do this. It's only 2 political capital, though. I need to change some more. Health food subsidies are already at max, right? I implemented those short while ago. Luxury goods tax, yeah, I added that one. Capital gains, no, that's a whole other issue. Lowering tobacco tax is possible for me, but not in my interest. Jury trials are widespread, are expensive. Interesting, but liberals like them. I see. It's seen as a fundamental human right. Okay, interesting. Yeah, jury trials are alien to me. In Germany we don't have them, actually. Legal aid, now that's interesting. It helps the poor. It's probably expensive. Yeah, but the political capital associated is not that much. And in my opinion, it's important. How much would I spend? And what's the actual effect? The poor earn more money. Equality rises. Socialists like it a little bit, poor like it a little bit, and liberals like it a little bit. It's popular, 100% of the voters agree with it, interesting, and it's immediately implemented, but the effect is minuscule considering how much money this costs. If I spend $1 billion, I want some more for my buck. What else is there? Foreign aid I already increased. Citizenship tests. Now those, I could lower them. Cancelling them is absurdly expensive, though. They are not really expensive. And lowering them, I mean, this is just money-wise, this is not really worth my efforts. My surplus rose again, actually, so I could spend some money on something. Science funding, maybe? I mean, it does increase the GDP, so... Oh, it's really bad. Holy shit, it's expensive, though. To increase my GDP, actually, I'd have to spend a lot. Although, the effect on the GDP is... not bad at all. But yeah, this is way more money than I have. If I spend only like 5 billion though, my technology rises by like 2%. Energy efficiency goes up. State employment goes up. GDP goes up a little bit. And unemployment drops just a little bit. Yeah, I could do that. Although I do want to go down not to 7 but to 6 political capital, so this might not be the right thing to do right now. What new stuff might I be able to implement? Bus subsidies. Yeah, currently I'm only subsidizing school buses, but I could subsidize all buses between 3 and 36 billion bucks. I could limit car emissions. Now that's my whole political capital, but it's not really expensive to me, for me, to do that, but it could have a huge impact actually. Of course, income of all the people who like driving cars goes down because their cars get more expensive, so they don't like that. Environmentalists like it though, and the environment itself would improve a lot. And it's basically free, it's only 2 billion. So if I go full scale here, the effect is quite good in my opinion. I'm going to do this. Okay, that spent all my political capital. That's okay though, I'm earning a lot per turn now. So let's end the turn and earn that. Filibustering. You certainly have the stamina for politics. You have been working away in your office for so long now that it's almost time to start the next day's work. Interesting, okay. Oh shit, our credit rating got downgraded some more. Didn't see that coming actually. Green protesters are staging a noisy protest. Well, I need to encourage recycling and reduce waste. Okay, yeah, I'm all for that actually. You got me there. 40% vote for me. Okay, that's... My party's membership is really increasing actually. Oh. Crusaders of the Lord. The Battenberg group with only 791 members, but actually one is enough, you know. If if they are threatening me, just one member can shoot a gun. They don't need that many members for that. Wiretapping, ID cards, detention without trial. Holy shit. My security effectiveness is poor, but all the measures to increase that are really crazy. Holy shit, where does this come from? Where did I lose all my money? Oh, the interest rate. Shit. That's really bad. And it's really the global economy at fault, not me. I mean, my expenditure went up with the interest rate, of course. I didn't spend that much. I did spend some money, I do remember, but still. The global economy is really bad. Yeah, what to do? I can't increase taxes. Not anymore. I already did that. My efficiency is really good, so yeah, that's not the problem. What can I do? I don't want to cut state schools at all. Neither do I want to cut the state health services actually, because both of them should help with my income overall, help with productivity and stuff. Do I go and change the pensions? Oh shit. I mean, they changed to private pensions, you know. If I cut the state pensions, they do have other measures. It's not like people are suddenly all facing... well, I guess the people dependent on the state pensions are facing poverty if I cut this. But for the more distant future, there will be obviously an increase in private pensions. So, yeah, I'd increase poverty. I really don't want to do that. What else is there? Okay, the space program is actually quite expensive. It's really helpful too, though. Reusable shuttle. Yeah, I mean, it could go down. Okay, going down to telescopes would be a little crazy, maybe. But like unmanned probes, that's like the actual level. Lowering it is 10 power. I have 30, so I could do it. Not sure if I want to, though. This will have to be thought through, you know. What about that recycling, though? It's popular with voters. It's expensive, and what does it do? It helps the environment a little. Environmentalists like it a lot, though, and their membership increases. So really, the question is, do I want to increase the membership in environmentalists? And do I want to spend 5 billion when I'm already at this deficit again? Because really, what I do need to tackle is this debt, but I kind of... Maybe I spend too much on rail subsidies. I mean, the delay is huge, and as far as I remember, I increased this, which, you know, it looks like I did. Rail usage is going up. But it's one of the more expensive things here. It's here on 6th place, actually. Debt, interest, road building. Yeah, so if I decrease road building... Oh, I can't. Where did I leave my political power? What the fuck? Did I do it again? Did I click X something away and implemented it on accident? I guess I must have. What did I just implement? Did I implement recycling? Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. I did implement recycling. Okay, I guess I'm spending 5 billion on accident. Whoops. So the UI actually, I mean, that you implement something just by pressing X instead of implement, that's weird as fuck. I'm not sure you can even leave a screen like that without implementing it. I think you can't. So if you click it to gain information about the effects, it's already too late to think twice, you know. So I really need to, I guess, contemplate what the effects might be and decide based on that instead of on the actual effects, because I only know the actual effects when it's too late. Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense, you know, but still, it's annoying. I could cut military spending even more, but that's probably a bad idea. What can I do? I mean, I do have to tackle this. There's no other way. So looking at income, capital gains tax. How much is it currently? 17. It's not that expensive to change. It's a lot of money though. So, I mean, the wealthy obviously have their problems with it. Self-employed membership and self-employed income, as well as GDP, actually drop when I change this. So dropping the GDP really is a bad idea for my credit rating, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think the money here is worth it. I could cancel it completely. Now that would get rid of all of these effects. So GDP minus 1.5%. Let's look at the GDP. So is minus 1.5%. Is that a lot? Could cancel out some of the negative effects by the global economy, I guess. Productivity is quite bad. Health and alcohol consumption, yeah. Asthma, drug addiction. So what can I do about alcohol consumption? I mean, I could like restrict alcohol consumption to low strength beers or even strong restrictions, or I could actually wait. So currently alcohol consumption is low because the minimum drinking age is 21. Okay, so we don't really have an alcohol consumption problem there. What was I really actually thinking about just now? I can't remember how I came there, but so, oh yeah, productivity. I want to increase productivity, and alcohol consumption, even though it's low, is still decreasing productivity. Okay, but banning alcohol completely is probably not a popular move. Drug addiction, so what can I do about that? Yeah, too much poverty, too much unemployment. State health services. I could spend even more money, yeah, there's that, but if I legalize cannabis, oh, I see. So that's currently banning all the drugs is decreasing alcohol consumption, and if I legalize some of them, conservatives are going to dislike it. Crime is going up. Parents are disliking it, and liberals like it, but it really isn't a positive effect, regardless of whether I can do it or not. But yeah, homelessness is a problem. We could tackle that maybe. Private housing decreases it. Poverty and unemployment. Holy shit. Also, poverty and unemployment are really bad. That's not new, I guess, but what can I do about unemployment? I asked myself the same question only a few episodes ago, I remember. Schools. State schools. Yeah, I can hire more people, of course, but is that really a good idea? I don't think so. Oh, I could cut the unemployment benefits. Now, they are none right now, which costs me 18. Lowering that is possible, raising that is possible. It's increasing unemployment by a small amount because some people do actually just live on unemployment benefits by choice, but the amount is minuscule, really. Obviously, most people don't choose to be poor and live on unemployment benefits, especially if the unemployment benefits are basically none. But yeah, this is getting more and more expensive as there are more unemployed people. If I decrease this even more, the minimum I have to spend is still 8 billion. And yeah, I'd stop helping with homelessness because, yeah, currently I'm fighting poverty and homelessness by spending at least a little bit. The poor people are going to like me less. Socialists are not going to like it. Unemployment benefits are actually relatively popular with voters. Maybe I leave them alone. But where to cut spending and where to gain more money? Really what I need is more productivity. So this asthma epidemic actually is caused by bad environment. No. No. Actually, the environment is helping with the asthma epidemic. Car usage is the problem. So car usage is increased a lot by road building, and I can save money by decreasing road building. Did I actually increase that at one point? No. So yeah, I left that alone. I can't afford it right now, but I really want to do this. Let's look at my maximum. Oh yeah, now that I earned 30 per turn, I can have up to 60. So I guess I'm eating the deficit for another turn here. And I'm going to do some... Oh! Capitalists are looking to overthrow the government. Now that's... A new bill is proposed that will allow a corporate entity to be prosecuted for manslaughter when they have been found guilty of negligence resulting in loss of life. Yeah, actually, that should be so. 45% approval. Yeah, but there is the problem with the... What was it again? Let's look. Who's really hating us? Parents. But it was it capitalists or conservatives? No, it weren't conservatives, were they? Where's capitalist? Here. Yeah, probably. Oh, interesting. Now this is actual numbers. So GDP's dropped 13% since I took reins. That's bad, but it's really the global economy. I mean, okay, unemployment rose, but that's more an effect than a cause of the GDP changes. High earnings, well, okay, I'm guilty of killing those. More taxes, of course. I did that. Poor earnings are going down. Foreign relations actually went down, even though I cut military spending and increased foreign aid. So, yeah, unemployment's really high. Education has not changed. That's weird. I thought I did something to change that, but okay. I see, so I'm leaning toward capitalist, and in most turns I was conservative, except in turn 7 and in turn 10, I guess. There I was more liberal. Interesting. Yeah, now you know. Incarnate is a conservative capitalist. I didn't know myself, but apparently that is so. Maybe it's because I'm governing the United States and I need to tread lightly here. That could have to do something with it. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to cut road building a little bit at least. I mean, I do need to fix existing roads, but this is some spending I can cut. Traffic congestion is going up, which in turn will lead to my GDP going down. I do know that. No worries, but I need the money, and also I want to discourage the usage of cars. So car emission limits are already at max. It's being implemented with a delay. Rail subsidies. Now I could spend all that money I just earned on rails, and it wouldn't be a bad idea, but the deficit, man, oh man, is the deficit high. Tja. Okay. I do have quite a lot of power, but this deficit is just too much. Work safety laws is this is really hard double-edged sword, you know. I need to improve health, but I also need to improve productivity. Although productivity is kind of high actually. So yeah, we do have a skills shortage still. Yeah. So immigration and education are helping, technology is not. So yeah, it did help with education at the start, but overall apparently it stayed the same. It is cancelling itself out, and holy shit, that's a lot of money. Because the more state schools I fund, the less private schools are there. So there's that. Maybe I can implement a new tax on something, mansions or something. It's really really hard to decide how to earn money here, because I'm obviously hurting my economy by taxing it more. So maybe I'll have to decide next episode, because this is actually running quite long. Thank you for watching, and if you have any help to offer on this problem, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.